Maurice with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. One of the top remaining free agents has found a new home. The Steelers are signing former Chargers Pro Bowl defensive end Melvin Ingram to a one-year deal. Ingram struggled with injuries in 2020, but averaged 9 sacks a year the previous 5 seasons. Another Pro Bowl defensive lineman could also be on the move. Former Bengal Geno Atkins is now recovered from a torn rotator cuff and will begin taking free agent visits. Meantime, Vikings defensive tackle Michael Pierce injured his calf and could miss the start of training camp. Giants running back Saquon Barkley said Monday his surgically repaired knee is feeling good. So will he be on the field when camp begins next week?
No, I don't have an answer, to be honest. Just got to continue to listen to my body, listen to the trainers, listen to the coaches. Just take it day by day.
Is it at least safe to say, day one, you're not going to be able to go full go, right?
I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see, right?
This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
At Lowe's, we know your home is an expression of you, and we see you walking down these aisles of possibility, running your finger on that marble top Allen & Roth vanity, regularly $5.99, but now $3.49, and finding that perfect rattan pendant at an everyday low price of $99.98. In our showrooms of style, you'll find whatever you're into at a price you'll really get into. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for details. Valid through 8/29/21. U.S. only.
How can I make sure my office never stops working?
With Staples Connect, it's possible.
I need to keep my back office stocked without messing up my bottom line.
Also possible, because Staples Connect has your small business covered with big savings on everything you need to get work done. This week, earn 30% back in a Staples store bonus when you buy any 2 ink cartridges, including HP. Explore what's new at your local Staples or staplesconnect.com. Staples Connect, the working and learning store. Limit 4, in-store only. Visit staplesconnect.com/store bonus for details. And 724.
And we are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO. It is a Tuesday, the 20th day of July, 2021. On this date in 1810, Colombia gained its independence. Let's hear it for Colombia. Yes, was that Simon Bolivar? I'll have to refresh my history memory on that. And on this date in 1969, the first men on the moon, Neil Armstrong and Edwin Buzz Aldrin, in Apollo 11. Yes, yeah, they were on the moon. Hard to believe, but yeah, I have it on very good authority that they were there. It wasn't staged on the back lot of a Hollywood set.
No.
Well, there are people.
Yeah, lots of people said, "Oh, yeah, that's right."
Never happened. Yeah. Oh well. And what's with all the gazillionaires shooting themselves off into space? Who really cares?
I'd say ditto.
Yeah.
Who really cares?
Yeah, well, hey, they're keeping people busy. A lot of engineers and so forth, and. The 18-year-old kid that went up with Jeff Bezos, yeah, Daddy paid $20 million for the kid to go on the ride.
Yeah, $27 million or 28. It was.
Oh, my dad never did anything like that. He bought me an ice cream cone once,
and that was that.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Anyway, you ready for some birthdays?
We need some birthdays this morning.
Okay, actress Sally Ann Howells. She was in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and a few other things. She's 91. Bass player John Lodge of the Moody Blues, 78. Singer Kim Carnes, 76. Guitarist Carlos Santana. That doesn't say enough. Guitarist. Carlos Santana is so much more. He's 74. Guitarist J.J. French of Twisted Sister is 69. Actor Donna Dixon, 64. Actor Dean Winters is 57. Steve Goddard of Pearl Jam, 55. Actor Reed Diamond is 54. Actor Josh Holloway is 52. Actor Sandra Oh, 50. Actor Omar Epps, 48. Actor Simon Rex, 47. Actor Judy Greer is 46. Actor Charlie Korsmo, 43. Model Giselle Bundchen is 41. Actor Percy Daggs III, 39. Actor John Francis Daly is 36, not to be confused with John Cameron Swayze. You remember him?
I do remember.
Yes. And actor Bill Bruno is 25. Local birthdays coming up.
KXO AM 1230 will update the action from the 2020 Summer Games in Tokyo. Listen throughout the day for the latest news, results, and updates. Summer Games updates brought to you by Stan's Auto Body in El Centro and Derma's Floor Covering. Summer Games updates on AM 1230 KXO.
Well, let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Ann Northcutt, Josie Espinoza, Michelle Quezada, Evelyn Quezada, Marvel Sasta, Dan Edwards, Matt Blevins, Lisa Garcia, Gina Brister Snow, Carmen De La Rosa, Doris Mixon, Henry Cordero, Jack Fisher, Jared Davis, Jorge Vargas, Oscar Pesquera, Rosa Maria Zapata, Emma Ross Flores, Amanda Parra, Jose Lopez, Melissa Peralta, Marco Marino, and Mom, the lovely Sally DeVoy, celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday from KXO.
Happy birthday to you all.
Yes. Let's see.
I'm not going to tell you how old Gina is.
Well, you know, you and I are a lot alike. You don't see it in your kids. You see it in other people's kids, right?
Right.
Yes. They get older, and so do their parents. But you and I, we don't, nor do our children.
Holding on.
Yes.
Holding on.
Just marching in place, right?
That's right.
Okay. George, you have something important to share?
Jose Sanchez's birthday today.
Jose Sanchez has a birthday today.
All right. Did you hear that? Jose Sanchez.
Jose, you're lucky. I finally listened to George.
Okay. Well, you just barely got that one in.
Well, you know, it must not be all that important if you have to wait till the very last minute to remember.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll give it to you this time.
Yes. Well, anything exciting going on other than birthdays?
Well, we're going to talk about it in the news, but, you know, the building that we stared at, the two-story, the Mayan?
Yes.
It's coming down. Started yesterday. But
yes, they did.
More.
There's a video on our Facebook page, so you can take a look at that.
Well, I'd been thinking, well, they're going to take that thing down. It should be soon, because they had said 3 or 4 weeks. Those are the longest weeks I've ever seen in my life. But
yes. Well, to a politician, it's coming down right away. It could be anywhere from
a couple of years.
2 weeks to 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, it is coming down, and, well, we'll see what happens there. Maybe it's just another parking lot.
Just another parking lot.
We've got news. Are you ready?
We do. We've got news coming up.
World and California news headlines to begin with, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News special report. The richest human has made it to space and back.
Oh, my God. It was so great.
A cowboy-hatted Jeff Bezos, his brother, and 2 others celebrated their 11-minute ride into the edge of darkness with champagne and hugs in the West Texas desert. Their capsule, the New Shepard, named after the first man in space, Alan Shepard, got off the ground a few minutes late after 2 delays. After a picture-perfect adventure experiencing weightlessness about 60 miles above Earth. Bezos' flight comes a week and 2 days after Virgin Atlantic's Richard Branson's. Both men hope to send others up. CBS News space consultant Bill Harwood.
The big question is, can Bezos and Richard Branson, who's competing with him, sustain this market over the long haul? These are not inexpensive flights. Only very rich people or governments are going to be able to put people on board for a long time.
CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. New numbers show the extent to which the Delta COVID variant is growing in California. Alex Stone reports.
From Friday to Sunday, California reporting over 14,000 new COVID cases in the state and 51 more COVID victims dead. The positivity rate in California is climbing rapidly. A few weeks ago, it was below 1%. Now it's at 4.1% and climbing.
The city of Pasadena has now decided to reinstate a mask mandate. With the rise in crimes like vehicle break-ins, San Francisco Mayor London Breed announced plans to make tourists feel safer.
You will see more officers in Chinatown. You will see more officers at the Palace of Fine Arts.
She says the city will put resources in the right places to prevent crime from happening. And Irwindale police say an Indiana man who stole a Jeep in Arizona to drive to Southern California to see the beach has been arrested. The man got tired during the drive and stopped for a nap in Irwindale. An officer ran the license plates and learned the Jeep had been stolen. Steve Clausen, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist for sales for service. It's Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Power your passions for less during Dell's exceptional Black Friday in July event. Enjoy up to $400 off high-performance Dell XPS laptops and desktops, along with next-level Alienware systems, all powered by Intel Core processors. Shop special prices on stunning Dell monitors, top brand electronics and accessories, plus enjoy free shipping on everything. Don't forget to ask for Intel when you call 800 by Dell. That's 800 by Dell.
Here's the dirt on dust. It may seem fine, but it's actually made of dead skin cells and dust mite droppings. That's where Swiffer heavy-duty dusters come in, with thousands of specially coated fibers to trap and lock dust in one swipe. Dust can't hide on ceiling fans and bookshelves anymore. When you're done, just remove the disposable cloth and voila! That dust is gone for good. Now that you know the dirt, say goodbye to the dust. Swiffer heavy-duty dusters. Stop cleaning. Start Swiffering.
It's page one of the local news. Page one of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning, Imperial County Sheriff's Office Coroner Unit has identified Manuel Rojas Barajas, 65-year-old, as the decedent as a result of an officer-involved shooting in the city of Calexico on June 14th of this year. The incident occurred at the intersection of 3rd and Pollen Streets in the city of Calexico. The case is currently being investigated. In other local news, the jobless rate for June is up slightly. George Gale has more on the story.
Those are the latest numbers available. Unemployment numbers are released by the Labor Market Information Division of the Employment Development Department. According to the latest numbers, unemployment in Imperial County was at 17.5%. That is up from a revised 16.1% in May, but below the year-ago estimate of 26.5%. This compares with an unadjusted unemployment rate of 8% for the state and 6.1% for the nation during the same period. A June report indicates there were 11,900 eligible workers unemployed out of a labor force of 68,100 in the Imperial County. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center is ready to take care of your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
Continuing with more local news, crews are working to bring down the burned-out shell of the Mayan Hotel. Heavy equipment started working on the demolition of the eyesore at 6th and State in El Centro yesterday. The plan, according to a supervisor on scene, is to open up access to the building and then to inspect and test for any hazardous materials such as asbestos before tearing down the rest of the building. The inspection and testing may take several days. Well, the IID board, in the fact that it is Tuesday, will be meeting. George Gale filed this story.
This week's meeting will be in El Centro. Meeting will be available on live stream, available on the IID website. Last week, the Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors met in La Quinta. At that meeting, the board approved the bylaws for the new Coachella Valley Energy Commission. This week, the board will be asked to approve revisions to some of those bylaws. J.B. Hamby, a vice president of the IID board, is requesting the revisions. The board will also be asked to approve a resolution proclaiming July 10th as Lineman Appreciation Day. It will be a retroactive recognition. The public session of the meeting begins at 1 this afternoon. Meeting is being held at the Condon Auditorium on Broadway in El Centro. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And just a reminder, the County Board of Supervisors will not meet this week. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Before you head out on that summer road trip or that weekend getaway, head into Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Say, I want the works.
Dippy Duck wants to remind everyone to stay active, play safe, and be cool this summer. Even if you don't have access to a swimming pool, there are plenty of other ways to cool off without going near canals. To play it safe, please remember Dippy Duck's rules. Never swim in a canal, never play near canals, and never jump into a canal. If you see someone fall in, get help or call 911. If something drops in accidentally, let it go. Things can always be replaced, but your life can't. Just stay away, and you'll stay alive.
Page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage.
Continuing with more local news, SB 156 makes it through the State Assembly. George Gale has the story.
It was on a bipartisan vote. Assemblyman Eduardo Garcia said the vote was unanimous. The bill is a $6 billion broadband budget bill. Garcia said the investment package reflects agreement between the legislature and the governor's administration to expand California's broadband fiber infrastructure and increase internet connectivity for families and businesses. In a press release, Garcia said they made sure the bill included resources for the rural, hard-to-serve areas and tribal communities. Bill provides $3.25 billion to budget a middle-mile broadband infrastructure lines, $2 billion for last-mile infrastructure lines, and $750 million to assist local governments and nonprofits to deploy broadband local infrastructure projects. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A lithium workshop meeting is scheduled at the Imperial County Administration Building. The meeting today presents an opportunity to discuss resource development, county infrastructure, and community interest. Imperial County officials, administrators, and stakeholders will be attending. The meeting starts at 1:30 p.m. Temporary road closure continues. Here's more on that story.
It is a 5-day closure. It began yesterday. Cloak Road is closed from Cole Road to Sam Ellis Street. County Public Works Department says the closure is to allow for bridge improvements. They say detours will be posted. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Yuma County Sheriff's deputies arrested a man and a woman for mail theft and other crimes. Yuma County Sheriff's Office started the investigation clear back in 2019 after receiving numerous reports of mail theft in rural Yuma. Several victims also reported fraudulent activity and identity theft after their mail was stolen. Eventually, one of the suspects was captured on video surveillance cameras trying to withdraw money from a victim's account at an ATM. The suspects were then identified and linked to the ongoing mail theft investigation. On Thursday, July 15th of this year, Yuma County Sheriff's Office investigators arrested 29-year-old Carlos Omar Gonzalez and 40-year-old Cecilia Gale, both of Somerton. The pair were booked into Yuma County Detention Center on multiple counts of fraudulent schemes, identity theft, trafficking of stolen property, and fraudulent use of credit cards. Yuma County Sheriff's Office investigators later served a search warrant at the suspect's residence, where hundreds of items of personal documents and mail were found. Among the items were stolen credit cards and debit cards. At least 20 victims have been identified. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says near normal temperatures are favored through midweek, followed by below normal by late in the week. More scattered to possibly widespread storms are expected for the second half of the week and into the weekend, as a more organized weather system is expected to affect the region. Storms will be capable of producing both locally heavy rain, strong winds, and blowing dust. 109 our high yesterday, 84 the low. Mostly sunny today with a high near 109. Heat index values as high as 112. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming northwest. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 88. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and hot with a high near 110. Heat index values as high as 114. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest later in the morning. There is a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 11 a.m. tomorrow. And right now, downtown El Centro, we are looking at 90 degrees, 41% relative humidity, wind out of the east at 327 miles an hour. Air quality everywhere in the Imperial and Mexicali valleys is moderate. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. You can see David, you can see Jose. You can get answers about your questions on auto insurance, home insurance, health insurance, even life insurance. David H. West Insurance Services.
1 to get ready.
We're ready.
2 to get set.
Tables are set.
And 3 to go.
Let's go.
Burgers and Beer is ready for you. We are open and our meals are fresh and made to your order. We are set. Our tables are set. Our condiment trays are fresh, stocked, and chilled. Our doors are open and it's go time. Come in and enjoy all your favorites at Burgers and Beer. The bacon is sizzling, the fries are frying, the burgers are cooking, and all of the beverages are ice cold. It's a good day at Burgers and Beer.
It's sports time. Sports time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action returns. Tonight, Game 6. The Milwaukee Bucks lead the series 3-2. They play tonight in Milwaukee. Will the sun set on Phoenix? Major League Baseball, the Padres-Braves postponed inclement weather. Athletics topped the Angels 4-1. It was the Twins nipping the White Sox 3-2 in 8 innings. And in other action, in the second half of that twin bill, the White Sox beat the Twins 5-3. Meanwhile, the Nationals, they made up for all the hits they didn't get against the Padres. Nationals ripped the Marlins 18-1. Red Sox pummeled the Blue Jays 13-4. Orioles topped the Rays 6-1. 11 innings before the Mets beat the Reds 15-11. Tigers embarrassed the Rangers 14-0. Cardinals over the Cubbies 8-3. Astros nipped the Indians 4-3. It was the Diamondbacks beating the Pirates 4-2, and the Giants beat the Dodgers 7-2.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, Las Vegas Raiders president Mark Bedane, who began his tenure with the team as a training camp intern in 1991, has resigned. The move was met with shock in the organization, while Bedane simply said it was time for him to focus on my family and look ahead to new pursuits. Meanwhile, the Pittsburgh Steelers have signed the Chargers' Melvin Ingram to a 1-year contract. The 32-year-old Ingram fills a major role in the Steelers' defense, left by the free agency departure of Bud Dupree to the Titans. And the chief of the Tokyo 2020 Organizing Committee said today he's not going to rule out a last-minute cancellation of the Olympics as more athletes test positive for COVID-19, and major sponsors have ditched plans to attend the opening ceremonies. Well, that's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to Kxo AM 1230 at 7 a.m. and now on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to kxoradio.com for a 5-minute podcast highlight of the show or the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of Kxo AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you this morning by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Wall Street opened higher today, rebounding from a miserable trading session at the start of the week, when the Dow logged its worst day since October. After rising moderately at the New York opening bell, the Dow climbed 1.2%, or 425 points in the first hour of trading. However, that only pairs some of the 726-point loss the index occurred yesterday. Right now, well, the market is holding. The Dow up 538 points at 34,500. The S&P 500 at 4,314. That's up 55. And the NASDAQ up 149 points at 14,423. Gold up 40 cents an ounce. Oil up 23 cents a barrel, which means they're going to charge you more at the pump. And in other news around the world of high finance, well, Jeff Bezos did go up and did come down. Now, Blue Origin wants to sell you a ticket to space. Yeah, okay. The 18-year-old who was on the flight, Daddy paid $27 million for that flight. So what might it cost you? Well, hard to say, but yeah, high seven figures. Okay, good luck with that one.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
We will have mostly sunny skies today with a high near 109, heat index values as high as 112. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, then turning out of the northwest. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 88, west-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Wednesday will be mostly sunny and hot with a high near 110. Heat index values as high as 114. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest later in the morning. There is a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 11 a.m. tomorrow. 91 degrees downtown, 42% our relative humidity. Wind out of the east at about 325 miles an hour. Financial news brought to you this morning by Southwest Security, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, on AM 1230. KXO.
Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. A lot to cheer about in West Texas.
Yeah!
After the successful flight by Blue Origin, billionaire Jeff Bezos' company.
That was incredible. Wally, that was incredible.
The incredible, Bezos calls it. He was on board the brief flight to space with his brother and 2 others. CBS News space consultant Bill Harwood says the Amazon founder is trying to conquer a new frontier.
He really wants to get his foot in the door in every sector of the space economy, from suborbital space tourism all the way to a New Glenn rocket that'll launch satellites and eventually people into space. He'll be competing directly head-to-head with Elon Musk and SpaceX when he goes there.
Now, Congress is getting a pandemic update from top health experts. CDC Chief Rochelle Walensky says recent numbers are not good.
Over the last week, we have averaged 239 deaths per day, an increase of nearly 48% over the prior week.
North Carolina Republican Richard Burr says it's crucial more people get vaccine shots.
COVID won't just go away. We need all Americans who can get the vaccine to get the vaccine.
Extreme weather continues to make the job tough in southern Oregon at the scene of the largest of all the western wildfires. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti.
In southern Oregon, more than 2,200 firefighters continue working to contain the so-called bootleg fire, which is now more than double the size of Chicago and one of the largest in modern Oregon history. But with the fire reaching the heights of tall trees, there's only so much that can be done from the ground.
We are seeing retardant drops and bucket work. Those things, they don't stop it. They will slow it down, but none of those things can absolutely stop a fire.
When the Washington football team made its name change, it set the stage for similar action elsewhere. CBS's Jim Krasula has more on what's going on in one state.
A legislative committee in Massachusetts has introduced a measure that would ban public schools from using Native American logos, mascots, and team names. Several local school districts in the state have already done that. 24 public schools in Massachusetts use Native American logos and mascots, down from more than 40 just a few years ago.
New York's Attorney General says 3 big drug companies have agreed to pay more than $1 billion to settle claims by the state linked to the opioid crisis. It's part of a $26 billion nationwide settlement that's going to be announced this week. Well, the Wall Street comeback started slow this morning, but right now the Dow is up 550 points. The NASDAQ is ahead 144. This is CBS News.
Daily reports and analysis from the world's most respected journalists on CBS Eye on the World with John Batchelor. Weeknights on the CBS Radio Network.
Good morning, Private! Good morning, Sergeant! I mean, seriously, what a pleasant morning. The sun is shining and the birds are chirping. You seem to be in a good mood today. Astute observation, Private. Astute.
He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
So, in lieu of the obstacle course today, I propose a nice meditative nature walk. Does that sound delightful to everyone? Yes, Sergeant!
Have a change of heart with Honey Nut Cheerios. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
Power your passions for less during Dell's exceptional Black Friday in July event. Enjoy up to $400 off high-performance Dell XPS laptops and desktops, along with next-level Alienware systems, all powered by Intel Core processors. Shop special prices on stunning Dell monitors, top brand electronics and accessories, plus enjoy free shipping on everything. Don't forget to ask for Intel when you call 800-BY-DELL. That's 800-BY-DELL.
The Biden administration's issued new rules of the road to protect pipelines and other infrastructure from cyber attacks. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
These new guidelines require owners and operators of critical pipelines to implement specific mitigation measures to protect against ransomware and other cyber attacks. This pertains especially to those transporting hazardous liquids and natural gas. And among the measures, it calls for reviews of the designs of those pipelines and their technology systems.
Federal prosecutors want more than 12 years in prison for a Russian hacker known as the Bot Master. Peter Levashov pleaded guilty in the case 3 years ago. Chinese-Canadian singer Chris Wu has lost endorsement deals with at least 10 major brands after being accused of having sex with a teenage girl while she was drunk. Wu has denied it on his social media account, which has about 52 million followers. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I have no words for it. I'm kind of shocked right now, actually.
With Carroll Buckley.
Not that I like it, but I do.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.